Hi, this is Ronnie with RB's Creative Creations. What I am doing here is painting a base to go with the lighthouse that I'm going to make a floral centerpiece for. And the paint that I am using right now is just a white chalk paint. And I'm just covering it mainly to make sure that there is no brown showing through. I'm not worried about it looking smooth, obviously because of it being a lighthouse. If you have a little bit of unwavy lines, it's perfectly fine because it goes with the theme. Now I have two different colors of blue, which I take a paper towel just to smudge a little bit of the color in all over the base. It's nothing that is planned, just kind of wherever you feel you want to put a touch of color. Now, as you see, I have put the foam on top of the base. The smaller piece that is on the top, I covered that with the sheet moss just to help cover it as I'm putting the greenery in. Now, as you see, I have all my greenery cut, and what I'm doing is taking what we all know as 60919, which is a little flower in with the greenery, and I have taken it apart so I could make smaller bundles. I have a blue, a darker blue, and a lighter blue, and that is all I'm doing, is taking a couple pieces of stems to make a smaller bundle so it's easier for me to combine the colors. I use the florist tape to wrap around the stems to create one large stem, so it makes it easier to put into the foam. Once I have all of these wrapped and done, then I am going to put a little hot glue on the tip, and then I just begin placing it in to the foam to create the base. As you saw just briefly, I did take the lighthouse and place it on the top, because as I go through and I continue to build the base with the greenery, I do a checkpoint with the lighthouse. I am not going to glue down the lighthouse on the top because it actually has a light switch so that you can turn lights on. Plus, I also see that it is a lot easier to ship these type of arrangements if you don't have to put the taller focal point, if you don't have to attach it down. I will put in a notation into the shipment, into the box, to let them know, and send a picture of the base without it, and then a picture with the lighthouse of how it sits, and send them quick little instructions. Now that I've got all of the colored greenery in, now on the very bottom, what I am using is lamb's ear. It's just got a light, almost milky tone, just to go with kind of a sea theme. I didn't want to use anything overpowering, and it just makes in for a perfect blend just to bring in that beach and coastal theme. I just continue to go around the base, and I will continue to do what you can't see on the camera is I do use on these type of arrangements, I have glue pot. That way I can just lightly dip the tip in before I stick it into the floral foam. And I just continue to move it around until I have the base where I believe it is full enough. And I just take it one layer at a time. As I started with the floral greenery, then I did the lamb's ear. Now I have doing just a touch of almost like a blue baby's breath. Just a couple pieces in there to add an accent. Now I'm trying to place the lighthouse on there so I kind of can get a feel of how I want to do the florals and the rest of the arrangement. The stems on the actual florals do not have to be that long. You just kind of place them in. Use your heart when you're designing. That's usually what my best turnout is, and I just follow the process and trust the process of building in the design. It's just a mixture of dahlias, a small rose type floral, just in different shades of blue, just to keep with the color to help accentuate the blue that is on the lighthouse. As you see with me adding the florals, I am trying to keep the lighthouse on top. That way it gives me a better perspective of where I need to position the flowers throughout the arrangement, because I don't want to place them where it's going to cover the base and it makes it uneven for the lighthouse to sit on the very top. Now that I've done, you see I can very easily take it off. That is how it'll ship, and it'll ship in the 2 pieces. And as I sat and I looked, I saw that I still needed to add just a little bit more. So I have these thistle greeneries that have a white tip on them that I'm going to put at the very bottom of the base, just to give it a different texture and a little bit more volume in toward the bottom. Once again, I just trim the stem, don't need them very long to go in. These are, all the stems on here are movable, what we call a pusher, so that way I can make it more dense, which helps fill in the base, so it does not look so sparse. If you have questions, please leave in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. You may find this completed design in my Etsy shop, and please follow me on TikTok, follow me on Facebook. It is RB's Creative Creations, and also, you can join my email list, which will give you insights. I send out emails for special events as I'm going live. If I have any special discounts or brand new designs or creations for each season, I will be sending out for my members that are in my email community to have a nice sneak peek of what's coming through and what I have to design. And I also love input and suggestions from my customers and my community. I want to bring to you what is the easiest to design and what you are looking for to add to your home decor. I'm here to service you and to help take the stress out of decorating your home. And I love and bring joy as you see the finished product now. I have the lights on to the lighthouse, and this is what this beautiful centerpiece looks like, all 360, and it will be in the shop. Thank you.